Music icon Prince performing his signature song, Purple Rain. Tonight, a look back at his remarkable career and how he touched fans and other musicians. And on a day that is marked by loss to the music world, KMIR is celebrating the gift of music. We're going to show you the festivities that could take you out to the biggest show in town.
We've got some change on the horizon. Winds are picking up, and that's bringing down the mercury. But this is just a part of a wind series that's about to sweep through the Southland. Details can't miss coming up in my complete forecast.
First in the Coachella Valley, you're watching KMIR-TV Palm Springs, where the news comes first. KMIR News starts now.
Good evening. This is the KMIR News at 6, streaming live at KMIR.com. I'm Gino Lamont. Janet Zapala has the night off. First tonight at 6 o'clock, the sudden and unexpected death of Prince. The music legend died today in his native Minnesota. Janelle Klein has more.
The body of the 57-year-old singer was discovered this morning here at his home in suburban Minneapolis. No details have yet been released, but nearby, outside of Prince's Paisley Park studios, a small group of fans assembled in the rain to honor the artist's memory.
I think he was just a really beautiful individual. He's so creative and full of life that I have a really hard time understanding that he's dead.
I just started crying and screaming in the car going, no, it's not true, it's not true.
As a singer, songwriter, and instrumentalist, the man-born Prince Rogers Nelson was among the most influential and acclaimed musicians of his time, inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2004.
I'm a musician. I live for that. I live for playing and creating songs.
The Minneapolis native sold more than 100 million records worldwide. Hits including When Doves Cry, Little Red Corvette, and Let's Go Crazy all drew upon influences as wide-ranging as James Brown, the Beatles, and Jimi Hendrix. One of his biggest hits made the lyric "Party Like It's 1999" an ingrained part of pop culture. 7 Grammy Awards, a Golden Globe, and an Academy Award were also part of Prince's legacy.
We would think of him as someone who was ageless. I mean, if you look at him across the spectrum of his career, he seems so youthful even now.
Prince brought an energy and innovation to his sound that made a man standing just 5'2" a giant in popular music. Janelle Klein, NBC News.
Tributes have poured in from all over the globe. Today, President Obama offered this tribute, calling Prince, quote, one of the most gifted and prolific musicians of our time. He went on to say that nobody's spirit was stronger, bolder, or more creative. In Prince's home state of Minnesota, purple reigned at Target Field, where the Minnesota Twins remembered Prince. The team turned all the lights purple at the baseball stadium with a special message on the video boards that read, "Good night, sweet Prince." The Twins posted the image on Twitter, saying it was fitting that it was raining today in Minneapolis. Prince was a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee and a Minnesota native. Prince performed as recently as last Thursday in Atlanta. This is cell phone video shot by a fan who, along with everybody else at the performance, showed their appreciation with a standing ovation for Prince. Again and again, we're hearing from people who say Prince changed their lives, and he had a connection to the Coachella Valley. Prince was a headliner at the Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival back in 2008. Here's a clip of that performance.
I wish you were special. Yes, I do.
This, of course, is week 2 of Coachella 2016. Music fans in town for the long weekend of music spoke about Prince.
I couldn't believe it, actually. I came out of the Hard Rock Hotel this morning to hit the pool and go for breakfast, and I actually saw it first on Instagram, on social media, all these people posting pictures about Prince, and I honestly couldn't believe it. I looked up his age and realized he was only 57 years old, and it was a shock to me for sure. Being a big music fan that I am, I couldn't believe it.
Everybody, all the staff here, they're heartbroken. It's a music hotel, and he was an icon, and for 30-plus years he's been an icon and still relevant today, so just sad.
He and Michael Jackson were the first black artists played on MTV. You know, he started in the late 70s, and played all the instruments himself on his first couple of albums. Then he made the movie Purple Rain. He, took on the record industry when nobody else did, changed his name so he could claim his recordings and continue to record without the insistence of a record label hovering over him, telling him what he could do, telling him what he could release. He's such a pioneer.
You heard there from the owner of Hard Rock Hotel in Palm Springs, and that's exactly where Kitty Alvarado is tonight with the story of one musician who says Prince had a huge impact on her career. Kitty.
Well, you'd be very hard-pressed to find anyone in the music industry who doesn't say that Prince had a remarkable career. But one local musician says he did change her life for the better. Jeannie Cunningham is still trying to process the death of a legend, Prince.
Never meant to cause you any sorrow.
She describes Prince as a multi-talented genius.
Initially, you kind of go into a shock and a denial. He was so young, and it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking.
She describes Prince as a multi-talented genius.
When you think about the true greats in the world, there are great vocalists, there are great guitarists, there are great actors, there are great individual talents. Prince encapsulated all of them.
She says Prince's career path made her think it was possible for her to branch out. Cunningham was among the first women to own a recording studio.
I was inspired by Prince, and I felt that if Prince can do it, I can do it. If you can produce your own stuff and play your own instruments and do it well, that was started by Prince.
Cunningham says a move Prince made put her on stage with another music icon.
As a result of Prince stealing Sheila E. from Lionel Richie's band, that I got that gig. If Sheila had not left to play with Prince, he would not have needed a female vocalist for his road band. So that's how I got that job.
Cunningham says future musicians can learn a lot from Prince.
I'm hoping that this next generation of musicians will take a look at him and look at what he did and revere him for not only his expression of talent, but his expression of sentiment in a lot of his songs.
She says the artist who changed his name several times can never be duplicated.
He was truly, truly one of the best that our generation has ever seen. And I don't know that we'll see so much talent in one unique individual ever again.
Jeannie now volunteers teaching local kids to play guitar, hoping to inspire the next generation of musicians. Reporting live from Palm Springs, Kitty Alvarado, KMIR News.
All right, thank you, Kitty. And of course, there's still a lot unknown about the death of Prince. He was hospitalized late last week with flu-like symptoms, but right now there is no official word on the cause of death. We will have continuing coverage here on KMIR News as information continues to unfold. All right, changing gears a little bit. Let's check in with Ginger Jeffries, KMIR News chief meteorologist, with what's going on for the weekend. Hey, Ginger.
Hey, we got a big weekend once again for the Coachella Valley, and the good news to report, well, temperatures are actually coming down. Remember, this week we peaked dangerously close to the triple-digit marker, but courtesy of the wind that's in the works, our numbers are coming down. Still, the desert is alive with spring color. Rachel says this is paradise, but notice, along with all the blooming flowers outside, yep, we got a little bit of cloud cover around the valley today. This is all branching off from some moisture that's to the north of us. So right now, yeah, temperature's still intact. We've got 94 degrees outside right now, mid to modest 70s along the coastline. Highs today as advertised in the upper 90s, a good 10 degrees above where we should be this time of the year. But in the next 12 hours, you're going to see those variable clouds enter into the mix, and the wind will be responding to the moisture and the cooler air coming our direction. In fact, National Weather Service says you guys need a wind advisory in effect. This won't go into effect until tomorrow evening, and it expires at Saturday early morning. But we need to be ready for strong winds out of the southwest, gusting up to 60 miles an hour. Anytime the wind is that ferocious, you know it's going to have a big impact on our temperatures. So we're actually falling back into the 80s by Saturday, but this is just the first of a wind event series that's going to be rolling through the Southland. I'll explain coming up. My complete forecast. Gino.
All right, thank you, Ginger. So KMIR News has your passport to Coachella weekend 2. And it's about to happen for someone very, very fortunate. KMIR's Angela Monroe live at Westfield Palm Desert, where they've been drawing for the wristbands, will take place in just a couple of minutes. Thousands of people have lined up. Angela, what's the latest?
Well, Gino, if you take a look around me right now, you can see there's a lot of folks here who want to go to Coachella Music and Arts Festival 2016. They are excited, as you can definitely tell. We already gave away a pair of tickets online earlier this week, and we're going to be giving away a pair of tickets right now. Hopefully you can still hear me over this. As you can tell, we've got quite the turnout, because who doesn't want to come and see Guns N' Roses, Ice Cube, Calvin Harris, plus we've got some great local talent. In fact, there's actually a free music show that's going to be going on right over at the Coachella Valley Art Scene with local band Brightener. Once again, we're giving away 2 tickets, passport to Coachella. All that people had to do was come here, line up. There they are right there. We're going to give them away in just a couple minutes. So we're going to do that. We'll check in back with you in just a couple minutes once again, and one lucky person will have a pair of Coachella Fest tickets. Live in Palm Desert, I'm Angela Monroe, KMIR News.
All right, Angela, only 1 pair of tickets there. It's going to get dicey. Coming up, the latest on a disturbing burglary that took place in Palm Springs. We'll explain why this one is quite unusual. Plus, we'll talk about the death of WWW star China, what we now know at this time.
You're watching KMIR News for Palm Desert, North Shore, and all of the Coachella Valley. KMIR News, where the news comes first.
Fusion with a new technology package, a reverse sensing camera, 10-speaker audio, My Ford Touch, and much more. And a lease that will surprise you. From Ford, the best-selling brand in America.
College of the Desert Street Fair. More than just shopping. Every Saturday and Sunday at College of the Desert, and also the first Wednesday of the month in downtown Cathedral City.
At Cathedral City Auto Center, it's better for you. That's because we understand you. You want a better selection. We have over 2,000 vehicles, 19 brands at one convenient location. You want better pricing without the hassle, haggling, and all the back and forth. That's why nearly 1 out of every 2 people in the Coachella Valley buy from us. Come experience why it's better for you at Cathedral City Auto Center. Shop mydesertautos.com.
Attention, General Crew. Training starts now. Who can tell me what's wrong with this picture? Tom.
That air conditioner shouldn't have a screwdriver in it.
Anything else? Sean.
They didn't call the general.
Don't let a bad installation like this happen to you. Call the General.
Hey, there goes the General again. Here, there, everywhere.
General Air Conditioning and Heating.
What defines a man? Style. Exciting. Sophisticated. Elegant. Fun. Colorful. Maris Menswear of El Paseo. Exclusive designers, unique collections, classic and contemporary fashions.
Hola, mi nombre es April and I love my new Ford Focus. I really thought that my mom was gonna have to co-sign for me, but Ford Credit made it possible for me to afford it, like on a budget. Es lo máximo. I mean, look at my car, it's awesome. I'm so glad I got a Ford.
KMIR News is brought to you in part by General Air Conditioning and Plumbing. Call the General. You're watching KMIR News at 6 with Gina Lamont, Janet Zapola, and Chief Meteorologist Ginger Jeffries.
The WWE has lost a legend. Former wrestling star Joan China Laurer has died. Redondo Beach police say they found China's body inside her apartment. The Los Angeles County Coroner's Department is investigating. No word yet on the time or cause of her death. Authorities say there is no sign of foul play. China was 46 years old. And a bizarre case of burglary and sexual assault of a couple in Palm Springs. The suspect, who'd recently been arrested for child annoyance, investigators tell us that Thomas Mabe broke into a home on East Mesquite Avenue in Palm Springs about 3 o'clock this morning. Police reports claim that Mabe climbed through a window and at some point sexually assaulted both the sleeping husband and wife. The couple fought back and pinned Mabe down until police arrived, where he was placed under arrest. Well, it's that time of year when the most influential people in the whole world are named. This year, there are 7.
Temperatures are going down this weekend as the winds are going up. Details coming your way after the break.
But first, in tonight's stock market close, a down day across the big board.
KMIR News is brought to you in part by your local Desert Chevrolet dealers. Find new roads.
The new 98.5 The Bull. 10 in a row, new country, and the greatest hits with Fitz in the morning. Listen for the Bull's cash cow that's tossing out $1,000 5 times a day. The new 98.5 The Bull.
For 10 days, take double discounts at Peters & Dean. Yes, say that 3 times fast. The 10-day double discount deal. Buy any solar-powered system, buy any roof, buy any home battery backup system, and take a double discount for 10 days only. No fooling. 10 days, double discounts. Solar, double discounts. Roofs, double discounts. Home backup battery, double discounts. The hot summer sun is just around the corner. Are you ready with solar power? Are you ready with a new roof? Are you ready with battery storage? Double discounts for 10 days only. Look, this sale's going to end on April 27th, 2016 at sundown. So give Peters & Dean a call right now. 877-552-4465. That number again, 877-552-4465. Don't miss out on this offer. Double discounts just 10 days only. 877-552-4465. That's 877-552-4465. What are you waiting for?
Half your beauties are untold. I loved you in my childhood, and I love you when I'm old.
Current California lessees of competitive vehicles get a low mileage lease on the 2016 Jeep Cherokee for $139 a month.
If you haven't had the pleasure of wearing an SAS shoe, come experience the pure comfort of genuine leather, cushioned soles, and a broad range of sizes. Come see the amazing styles and world-class comfort now at SAS, San Antonio Shoemakers. Keep moving.
Coachella Valley's country station for cash. The new 98.5 The Bull's Cash Cow. Kicking out $1,000 5 times a day. 10 in a row, new country, and the greatest hits. The new 98.5 The Bull.
Number 1 in the morning, number 1 at 5, number 1 at 6, and number 1 at 11. Thank you, Coachella Valley, for making the switch to KMIR News, where the news comes first.
Temperatures right now in the mid to low 90s, but this is going to change as the wind begins to pick up. Right now, we do have some double-digit winds along the I-10, but our main wind event is set to take stage tomorrow. The reason for that, we've got a lot of moisture. Now, this is all tracking to the north of us, but the cold air trailing the frontal boundary, that is all going to be a direct hit for Southern California. So even though precipitation isn't in the works for us, because there's going to be some moisture in the vicinity, that's going to tighten up the pressure overhead, and you know where I'm going with this. Cooler air, but yeah, the tag is a lot of wind to talk about. Remember, we've got that high wind advisory that goes into place tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Tonight, wind's not that bad. This is manageable. We've got some double-digit winds, but it's really going to start getting going after about 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, and I'm talking about winds in excess of 25 miles an hour. So temperature-wise, yeah, we're still holding down 90 degrees simply because these are going to be late afternoon, early evening winds, but notice in the 7-day forecast, colder air blasting through on Saturday, knocking us down into the 80s. But Monday, a bigger, more substantial wind event's going to take over for about 36 hours, and that's going to keep us below the normal range Monday, Tuesday. In fact, 80s on tap most of next week. So be wind ready. It's going to be a breezy couple days ahead. Gino.
Thank you, Ginger. Coming up, rocker Joe Walsh won't be playing an upcoming gig, but this time it's not over a bathroom law. We'll tell you about it in tonight's Showbiz Report.
Tonight, CY Strong is taking America by storm. Let's go! From Sylvester Stallone comes the ultimate test of mind and body.
You're a fighter!
Then, on the blacklist, the death of Liz left America stunned. And what happens now, you have to see.
I would give anything to be a part of that child's life.
And critics can't stop raving about Game of Silence. This is America's next big TV obsession.
All in.
It's all new tonight on NBC.
Thanks for coming today. I want each of you to grab a 2x8 and cut it. You'll have 2 saws to choose from. You all chose the best tool for the job. Wouldn't it make sense to make the same choice when it comes to your truck? Absolutely. This is the 2016 Chevy Silverado.
Nice. A good-looking pickup. Incredible. I love it.
Find your tag and get a total value of $9,000 on this Silverado Double Cab All-Star. Visit your Desert Chevrolet dealers.
The McCallum Theater's 2016-2017 season is on sale now. The world's top artists at the Valley's favorite place for great entertainment. Tickets are on sale now, only at the McCallum box office or online at McCallumtheater.com. Tickets sell quickly, so order yours today. A great new season you will dream about all summer long. Only at the McCallum.
If there's one thing the human foot has always been good at, it's unleashing great power. Introducing the 241 horsepower Lexus IS 200 Turbo with almost 20% more base horsepower. The IS performance line has never been more powerful. Lease the 2016 IS 200 Turbo for $339 a month for 36 months. See your Lexus dealer.
My jewelry is a part of me. It expresses who I am. I want my jewelry to be unique, like me. Something people haven't seen before. I want it to turn heads. Gale Jewelers is dedicated to creating jewelry with impeccable design and quality. Gale Jewelers, for the unique spirit in all of us. Express yourself. After 16 years, Gale Jewelers has moved next door to Saks in the Gardens in Palm Desert to provide an exquisite shopping experience.
In tonight's Showbiz Report, Time Magazine released its 13th annual list of the 100 most influential people. 7 of the honorees will be on 6 of the covers. There are 7 because among the honorees are Facebook co-founder Mark Zuckerberg and his wife Priscilla Chan. The Eagles' Joe Walsh canceled an Ohio concert because of the show's ties to the Republican National Convention. Walsh was set to play in Cleveland on July 18th. In a statement, he said he thought the concert was a nonpartisan event for families of veterans. He pulled out when he learned that the show would be launching the RNC. The Showbiz Report brought to you each and every night by the show at Agua Caliente Casino Resort Spa in Rancho Mirage. Coming up at the show, Jeff Dunham, followed by Leonard Skinner, and then Art LeBeau, Summer of Love Jam 5. And as always, stay tuned to KMIR for your chance to win tickets to the show. Speaking of chance to win tickets, we're going to send you back out to Westfield, Palm Desert. Angela Rose going to call the lucky winner's name and give away 2 wristbands to this weekend's Coachella. That's coming up next.
Get caught up in the frenzy of 29 Mania at Spotlight 29 Casino. Friday, April 29th, you could win $500 in free play. 2 winners will be drawn every hour from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Earn your entries every day. Win your share of $5,000 in free play. Friday, April 29th, starting at 5 p.m. for 29 Mania. Only at Spotlight 29 Casino, the Valley's best bet.
Being a victim of an accident that's not your fault can be life-changing. Insurance adjusters are not there to help you. That's the time you really need legal help. I've got over 40 years of experience of doing nothing but personal injury law. My win record speaks for itself. You don't pay me any fee unless I sell your case or win it in a courtroom. I'm attorney Barry Rieger. Hiring our firm gives you the best chance to win.
The law offices of Barry Rieger. Experience you can trust.
Well, I hope we have a buyer for the house.
Me too. What are the neighbors doing here?
Bill! Hey!
Hey!
Come in. I didn't know your home Wi-Fi could stream so many devices at the same time.
Dad, it's Time Warner Cable Internet. Crazy fast.
Dad, you can get Wi-Fi all over this place.
Cool.
Make your home as connected as possible. Get internet with unlimited data starting at $14.99 per month and ask about free installation. Call 1-855-1TWC.
Look up. Your free power is waiting. The sun is beaming down energy every day. Capture yours and start saving with award-winning Renova Solar and Sun Power panels. The most advanced panels available from a 30-year-old American company. Purchase a system or lease with no money out of pocket. Renova Solar, a Sun Power Elite dealer. Look up. Your free power is waiting.
We're thinking about a vacation home here, but it seems like a lot of work.
Well, it's no work at all. We just bought at the Residence Club. Everything's taken care of for us. It's $1 million home for a fraction of the cost. Fully furnished, concierge service, housekeeping, maintenance. All we do is show up and play. And the best part? It includes golf membership at PGA West.
The Residence Club at PGA West. Your vacation home made simple.
Closed captioning brought to you in part by Palm Springs Nissan. With over 400 vehicles in stock, they're always beating the Nissan competition.
Coming up at 7 on ET on KMIR, Prince's sudden death at 57. Tonight, we remember the music legend, what we know about his final hours, and ET's time with the famously reclusive star. We also have Kelly Ripa's brave face as the live drama rages on, and new details about how they'll replace Michael on Live. That's all tonight at 7 on KMIR. Gino and Janet, back to you.
All right, let's head back out to Westfield, Palm Desert, where Angela Moreau is giving away tickets to Coachella 2016. Angela.
We just gave away a pair of tickets to Coachella Valley Music North Festival 2016. And right now there's a live band playing behind me, as you can hear, Brightener. They'll be playing a little longer. And now let's go ahead and listen to the drawing and see who the lucky winner was. Andrew is going to go ahead and roll for a runner right now. It is happening. One person is going to win a pair of tickets to the Coachella Music North Festival 2016. Who is it going to be? It is going to be 0017181. I repeat, 0017181. Do we have a winner?
0017181. We have a winner. It's Remy Lou.
And you came?
I've never been, and I don't know, just for fun. Yeah.
Who are you looking forward to most seeing?
Ice Cube for sure, and I don't really know the layout yet.
What would you like to say about being able to take 2 tickets now?
I just need to find the lucky winner to go with me now.
And so there was Remy Lou of Palm Desert won the free pair of tickets. Now let's go ahead and listen to Brightener, a local band who played at Coachella Fest weekend 1.
band Brightener performing at Westfield Palm Desert. For all the people who didn't win Coachella tickets that Angela just gave away, they were last weekend. This band performed at Coachella Weekend 1. We'll have lots more.